We are also fortunate to have with us today, representing Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack, his Deputy Undersecretary for Natural Resources and Environment, Jay Jensen. As you may have heard, as we had our earlier discussions, much of the work in the first two-year milestones in many of the states are directly dealing with agriculture. And so the Federal Secretary of Agriculture and the related agencies will be critical parts of our effort. We're very, very happy to have Jay here today to talk about, both in the stimulus but also in the Farm Bill, what ag will be doing to help us bring back the Bay. Jay.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Governor, governors, and esteemed committee members. Agriculture Secretary Vilsack thanks you very much for this opportunity, and has one simple message that he would like to convey to this: the commitment of himself and the Department of Agriculture to helping do. I don't need that.
We got it.
I'll come and get it if I need it. Doing its part to help restore this magnificent treasure, nation's treasure in the Chesapeake Bay. The Department of Agriculture and all of its agencies, the Natural Resources Conservation Service, the U.S. Forest Service, the Farm Services Agency, and the myriad of others are all committed and have been doing and contributing tremendously to these efforts over time. And I think you'll see some of those improvements in reductions in pollutants that have come from those efforts. We're averaging $80 million investments over the past few years, and we're in the process right now of ramping up those investments into this watershed to the point where we're going to be topping $90 million. But even on top of that, we're looking to take that far above and beyond, and the first step towards that is looking towards the Farm Bill and what was provided by Congress to help in this restoration effort. And $188 million was provided over 4 years and through USDA programs, and we are committed to helping and happy to contribute that to these efforts here. But on top of that, there's more to come. The Conservation Stewardship Program is soon to be released, and we're expediting that process through, and that will bring another tool to the table. And as Governor O'Malley has mentioned, we're looking to reinforce these existing tools like the Conservation Reserve Enhancement Program and using programs like that to help with water quality. And I need to remind folks that these programs are not just about federal dollars or more government dollars coming your way. There are commitments by those landowners, those farmers and the forest landowners as well, that participate in these programs. They are contributing their own dollars to helping achieve these same goals, and that's going to a big part of what this effort is about, is that shared responsibility that I think Administrator Jackson brought up. We all need to work together, and that is more than just this entity, this body of government officials. It is going to require the citizens within the watershed as well to be part of that solution. And the Secretary Vilsack, is serious about that effort. And one thing that he has done within his first few months in taking his position, he took a jackhammer to some concrete in the parking lot at USDA. This effort, sweat and tears along the way, it helps to demonstrate, beyond what he's doing through this, is to planting what's being called the People's Garden, taking a notion and a coining from one of our founding fathers, Abraham Lincoln, who USDA is known as the People's Department, to call this the People's Garden. And this garden is where the Secretary has torn up this concrete, these impervious surfaces that help contribute to some of our nutrient and pollution water quality problems, and instead plant vegetables and plant trees and help demonstrate what can be done to help, that everyone can do to help improve our water quality and help people re-engage and get connected back to the land. So with that, he's also directed all of his facilities to also look at ways they can as well plant and contribute in these sort of demonstration gardens along the way, to hopefully send a message that there are things that people can do to all be part of this solution. I will close out here now simply by recognizing being a forester in training, the 200 trees that Governor Kane had mentioned here. Foresters have a saying to note that trees are the answer, and I'm going to be glad to pick up a few of those on my way out. Thank you.